Okay, Carla, quit hiding.
I'm not.
All right, we're here. This is our small little meeting tonight. Welcome anybody who will be here or eventually be here. If you were trying earlier, we are online, ready to go. So today is October 7th, our annual meeting. I mean our monthly meeting. I feel like it's annual. Welcome everybody. I would really, I highly encourage you to come to our meetings because we do have the food and we may get to make it and try out products, and that's one of my goals. But I realize that everybody's busy, so we're going to try to cover a few things. And actually, I'm just going to ask everyone to share one way, tell who you are, for the people that might pop on later or watch it later. Tell who you are and one thing, how Pampered Chef has enriched your life or affected your life or made your life better, worse, whatever. I'll go first. That way you guys can think for a little bit. I've been in Pampered Chef for 10 years. I'm a director. I wasn't always a director. I honestly feel that one of the best parts of my job right now is being a director because I get to help other people make their business what they want it to be. And I am not going to tell you how to do your business. I'll help you, but I want everyone to succeed in their own way. So, and I love seeing people change and grow, and people like Carla, who said she was never going to do a cooking show, wants to now do cooking shows, or people that started out doing cooking shows or doing virtual parties. There's lots of things you can do. So how has it helped me? I've learned a lot about myself and about some of the things that I can accomplish when I don't think I can. So that's kind of how Pampered Chef has enriched my life. And I really love our company, and I love how much they do to help us. And you know, right now, some of the things we're going to talk about. Hi, Bunny. Some of the things we're going to talk about.
Hi, Bunny.
Welcome.
Hi.
How all the things the company has done to help us with our sales this month, which I will talk about. Seriously, the new holiday specials, I sold 2 bundles at the last show I did. So people are excited about them, and our company knows that. So, and what we're doing right now, Bunnies, we're introducing ourselves and sharing how Pampered Chef has affected us or changed our life. So I'll let you sit for a minute, and now it's somebody else, one of you 2 girls' turns. And hopefully
Carla.
Okay.
Been a Pampered Chef consultant for a little over 4 years now. Absolutely love it. It has not only changed my life from meeting so many new people and so many friends and serious friendships with people on our team that I just adore these people, but more than anything, it has taught me how to cook. I mean, I went from not being a very good cook at all to I just cooked a whole meal for a bunch of people for a party, and everything turned out so well, and they all just loved it, and it was all thanks to Pampered Chef. And I can't say enough good things about it. And I taught my own daughter and son, I'm hoping anyway, if they've watched anything I do, I'm teaching them how to use the product as well. And
good.
And that's what I love. I love that I can show people that and do that. So yeah, I love it.
All right.
I'm Brandy. I've been a Pampered Chef consultant for about 7 months. And
Not quite as long as a pregnancy yet, but that's good.
Not quite. Thank goodness.
I don't know what the significance of that is.
No pregnancy here, so.
Just a little. Okay.
Entertaining, right?
Yes, trying to.
Let's see. I just really enjoyed getting to meet people, getting myself out there to try new things, and learning to have fun to cook. I really have enjoyed using the product to make stuff.
And is it making you, do you feel like it's making you go out of your comfort zone?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we all have comfort zones.
Yes.
And it's really comfortable.
You have to go out of your comfort zone.
It enlarges your comfort zone. It makes you more comfortable doing
Right.
things that you weren't comfortable doing before.
Yeah.
It's not that you feel real uncomfortable doing them.
Right.
It's they make
Good
it,
point.
yeah,
Yes.
it's enlarging your comfort.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a very good point because
Yeah.
that's a very positive outlook.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Bunny? Tell us about yourself.
I've been a Pampered Chef consultant since August 2018. I think that, I've met some really great people on our team and also virtually because most of mine is virtual. It's helped me in the kitchen, making it easier to cook things and bake things. And I just think Pampered Chef is a wonderful company, really. Not only that their products are great, but you can earn stuff as you go. And so, yeah, I just think it's a great company.
And we know you try to be here when you can. And by the way,
Yeah, you're lucky I haven't came because I've been sick for 3 weeks, and so I'm just now starting to feel better. So you all don't want what I had.
no, thank you. But I got a question. This is off subject. Did you get new glasses?
No.
Oh, they look different. Maybe it's just me. So,
Oh.
all right. Well, thank you. And we are the only 4 here. We have Justine, who's going to be signing up with us sometime. Couldn't make it tonight, and I think she'll watch this later. I am recording it, just so you know. So you're being recorded. So I want to just throw out this question: who who on this call knows what the significance of October 15th is?
Me.
Okay, tell us what it is.
It's our anniversary of Pampered Chef.
Yes. In 1980, October 15th, Doris Christopher started Pampered Chef. So every October, Pampered Chef celebrates and of course next year will be 40 years. This year it's 39 years since this company has started. And when you think about the direct sales business, there are a lot of companies that are gone that started, since then, or, I don't know if they started before then. So it's very significant. One of the things I always try to do, which I'm not doing this year so far because I've had so many cancellations, is try to have a party on October 15th. So you can really talk about the special. So I'll just throw that challenge out. If any of you can think of, just say, hey, do you want to be one of my anniversary parties? I have actually any party that I've done, this is this is just me. Parties I've done on the 15th in the past, I've given everybody a big discount on shipping. Like, hey, it's the anniversary of Pampered Chef. I'm going to give you a discount on shipping, whatever. But I only tell them that at the party. They don't know it ahead of time.
It'd be a good day to have your own home party too.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
It
Do
would.
it as a celebrate, like a birthday party for Pampered
Yeah,
Chef.
yeah.
Having this party in your home. Yeah, that would be great. I could make a birthday cake.
Yeah, and that helps us segue right into this, the October anniversary offer, which is pretty amazing. So, you get $60 off any of our kits. So you can actually start your business for $39 and you get $400 worth of products. So I was and Brandy didn't even hear me, but I have a host that's trying to book a party, and I'm thinking about saying to her, I don't know what you do. I don't even know her. And she's just somebody that was at a party I did. I just feel like saying, why don't you just pay $39 and we'll make it your party? You're going to earn money and commission. I mean, you could do this with anybody, and it's really up to you. But I mean, for $39, you get all this stuff, and then you can have a party and get even more. So just one of those ideas. Does anybody else have any other ideas how you could? I mean, obviously you can put it on Facebook, but it's kind of out there and you never know. I think sometimes you have to talk to people personally. Anybody know anyone that used to be a consultant that might want to be one again? I don't know.
For $39, that's a great deal.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, we have a couple.
Especially if you have somebody who has a lot of the product already, you could get the smaller kit for $39, and it's still such a huge deal.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's true. That would be. Hey, we're online. You want to come and say hi, Tom? No, you're gonna walk by. You're in here. Tom just came home.
Hi, Tom.
No food for you yet, Tom.
He came for the food, y'all.
So that's, anybody other, if anyone on our team has any great ideas for sharing this kit, because this is a really awesome deal, post them. Because remember, I'm still tracking everyone's posts, and I find it's like the same 5 that are posting all the time. So the person who has the most posts is going to outright win something. It's not like I'm going to draw your name. It's going to be the person with the most. So, you know, I'm not even going to tell you where we are at, but I'm keeping track of all of September and all of October.
Well, I think we should remember too with the $39 kit to ask our host, because
Oh, yeah.
they are, you know, they're very good people that might want to join, and obviously they had an interest in it.
Right. I have 2 people right here who are hosts with me.
Right, right.
You know, quite a few people.
Mhm.
You know, not always, but sometimes there's people that are hosts that want to be consultant.
And a lot of time you want to be a consultant and you're still scared to do that. And you don't, because I was for a long time, never even told Carol that I wanted to be a consultant.
Yeah.
Right. And I hosted a couple parties because I still wanted to be involved, but
Right.
I didn't want to commit to anything. So I think there's a lot of people out there like me in that aspect.
Right.
So they're out there. And, you know, sometimes I had a lady that I think it was August, I had a party, and she was a past host, and she stood up at the party and she said, kind of like Jan Salas. Jan stood up at a party and said, I think I want to do this. This is what this lady did. But then she changed her mind. But she doesn't know about this yet, and I'm going to see her on Saturday. Maybe she'll change her mind back. I don't know. I'm hoping for it. So anyway, if you have any great ideas, share them, because sometimes we have to think outside the box in order
I
to.
think a lot of my fear too before, as far as getting more people, is I don't want to lose some of my hosts. And I know, like, if I have certain people sign up, they're going to take a lot of my other parties, like different family and things like that. So I need to make sure I need to feel confident that I can run my parties here without losing those other parties.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's where I'm getting to myself. So I think I'm gonna try and get other people to sign up with this $39 deal. And even if I lose a couple parties along the way, I would gain more in the long run.
You know, ultimately our team wins. We've had some people drop off. When you have new people, they're excited. They are interested, and the more, you know, you have 2 people, Bunny, and hopefully they'll watch this if they can't be on it. That adds a lot of excitement because they have excitement. It adds to our team.
It really does.
And, you know, we need that, and we need to keep building our teams, because this job can be so much. I mean, there's so much that it can do for your life, and you don't know if you don't try.
Having new people
Right.
on too makes the people who've been in it a long time try harder too, because there's still, even though we don't compete, there's still a little bit of that competition in there. So you
Oh,
still-
sure,
you
it's
still
fun
want to-
competition.
Yeah. You want everyone to succeed, but you want to succeed too. So
Right.
as much as somebody else is, you're like, well, they can do it. I should be able to too. I've been doing it longer. So, you know, so it does.
Yeah. It does
It really
reinvigorate
does.
you.
It does.
Plus, there are, you know, if you recruit your own person, you have benefits to that too.
Right.
So number one, they changed, I believe you get $50 in Pampered Chef dollars if you recruit someone and they qualify. It used to be 30.
Right.
Obviously, if they move up in the line, they get money, and so do you.
Right.
So, you know, and that is all in the DASH training for those of you that haven't done it. So you know, there are several people on our team that have done the DASH training, and Brandy, you earned yourself 5 tickets toward our drawing.
Woo.
I don't know what.
Carol, did you see how many there is? You know, how many points there is possible, or?
I haven't been able to figure out. That's what I was about to say. I don't know how many points are possible, but you know, I know that it is a fluid thing, and they're going to keep changing it, and they're also going to keep adding stuff to it because they made it that way. Because they did tell us that if there's things that don't work or whatever, they can change. They made it really easy technologically to fix it. So they may be adding other things as time goes on, or as they add new products, they're going to add new product training. So
And I think if we make suggestions too, you know.
and you can.
The other night I made a suggestion to them, so hopefully they'll think about it. It's on the blender. And, you know, if they add that, that gives people more training, so.
Yeah, they do listen to our suggestions. They really do.
Right.
So that's one nice thing. And Carla, it was really nice of you to post the information about how to let them know of their
The
suggestions.
email part, yeah. you can email
Okay,
them.
open up the refrigerator because we have walnut. We made the walnut red pepper dip, but we found out that it was, and that was like our pre-party thing. We think it will be better cold because it's kind of warm. See what you think. He's going, eh. You can't see him, but whatever. Okay. So moving on. And you know, these meetings can be where we talk about things and things that are problem, but I do want to start out, first of all, thanking everyone on our team who contributed sales last month in September. As a team, we had $8,289.55. And the year before, we had $8,236.40. And that got put up there at the very end by Angela Knapp by her last submission on the last day of the month.
Yay.
So everyone, no matter whether you have 115 sales, which is green, or you have less, you are all contributing to our sales. So I want to honor everybody because it does help. Now, we do have a big row to hoe because last year our team in October had $12,426 in sales.
12,000?
Wow,
12,000.
we gotta get busy.
Yeah, it was a good month. And so we'll see how this year goes. I'll talk about it a little bit more. Well, some of the things I will say is every month the consultants who beat me with their highest sales or highest show can choose either $5 from me or a gift card, or if you want, I can put $5 in an envelope and have it be conference savings. But this month, 3 people beat my highest show, and I didn't realize it till today. So my highest show was $689 in the month of September. Leah had a show that was $758.60. Bunny had a show that was $811.30. And Carla had a show that was $719.65. So each of you are going to have to let me know how you want me to do that. If it's a gift card, or money, I'll mail it to you, or I'll PayPal it to you, whatever. We'll talk about that personally, but you know, last month was an interesting month. My shows didn't have a lot of money. I did okay in sales, not as much as I wanted to, but you know, I encourage you to try to beat me. Hey, try to beat my whole month. That would really be good. I'll do something too if everybody beats me in a month. Yes. So, and also I want to honor the people that were green by 15. And for those of you that are new or haven't been around, when you're green by the 15th of the month, you get paid in the same month for the first part of the month. So in the month of September, Jan Salas, Pat DeBoer, Bunny Porter, and Carla Bartman were all green by 15. Bunny, Carla, Leah, and myself all earned the backpack. Every month we have something that you can earn.
The blender pack.
The blender.
Pack,
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a backpack.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, and you know, I just wanted to make a little comment about that. Did you guys get it? And it says in the little paper that came with it that you should lay it down when you when you transport it. Did any of you see that?
Nope, didn't read it.
No.
Well, don't do it.
I wouldn't
Because the
dare.
very first party I did that, I laid it down, and then by the time it came apart. Yeah, so I have it
Right.
right, and I prop it. So don't follow that direction, okay? Just, I don't know why they said it, but It doesn't seem to
Yeah,
work
it
for
rolls
me.
around then. That's not good.
No. So, all right. And also some of the things we talked about was I'm going to do a little savings if you actually invest in your business. So if you have $12.50 in sales, I'm going to put $2 in an envelope with your name on it toward conference, ultimately. In August and September, Leah had $12.50, so she has $4. Bunny in September had over $12.50, so she has $2 in there. And Jan brought a guest to our August Blender meeting, so she has $2. Carla promoted this month again. It's back and forth depending on if people on her team submit to senior consultants. So she's got $5.
Good job.
So Bunny, all you need is just one of your people under you to submit 150 and you'll be a senior consultant as well. Way to promote, ladies. So every month you can do that. If you bring a guest to our meeting, you'll get $2 from me. If you recruit, you'll get $3. So actually, Bunny, you actually have 2 recruits, so you have even more money in there because I forgot about that. So you have $8 in there. So, and if you promote to director, I'll give you 10. So the gauntlet's down, ladies.
Yep.
All right. Now, a couple other things. I know we posted this on our page, but these are the specials for the holidays. And this is what I've been very excited about. The reason why I'm excited about it is because I've already sold a couple of these bundles at a party. You show this to the people at your party online or in person. I had 2 people buy the sheet pan cake set. So this, if you have people, and do you guys all know how to look up past? Okay, you can do a business report from your past customers. So if you have a customer who maybe bought these, you have to put the actual number in. And if you need, I can post on how to find that later. You can find out if someone bought like the brownie pan or someone bought a cookie sheet or one of the sheet pans and see if they want to buy it either for themselves or as a gift. You can do that. Or and then we have the Disney on sale and also the meal starters.
Yeah, and then you can send them individual emails and say, look at this special to go with such and such. That you bought.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it makes a big difference to know that who bought what.
And for the meal starters, they are on, for all, in case you don't know, the little jars talk about using them in the quick cooker, but there is information on our website how to use them in a skillet or in a slow cooker. So if you announce that, people are going to buy it. And people are liking the sale for sure. Yeah. So I did sell some at my last meeting. So there you go. Then of course we have the another great announcement is the Korenji cinnamon and the double strength. I ordered mine. Did you get it?
I don't know. I haven't been home all day.
No, mine. I ordered it right on the first at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
I think I did too.
And it's just like, anyway. And thank you, Bunny. I think it was you that posted what the Penzi spices. Did you post? Were you the one who did that? What the vanilla costs at Penzi's, or was that somebody else?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So just so you know, and maybe it wasn't you, the double strength vanilla at Penzi Spices is $37.99, and we're charging $39. So it's considerably a good deal. And the Korenji cinnamon is amazing. And I was a consultant for a long time before I bought it, but once I bought it, I never wanted to go back to regular cinnamon. And then they discontinued it. Right. So now to get it. And,
now, do you use less of that too, Carol?
Yeah, I don't know that you use less. It just seems to have better flavor than regular, like the Meyer cinnamon. I don't know.
Okay.
You're just gonna have to try it and see.
Yeah.
So, and I'm hoping I have 2 shows this weekend. Both of them want me to bring the Korenji cinnamon. So I hope that it comes before then. So, okay, so those are big specials. The other thing that I want to encourage you to do, everyone, is if you open your home page and you you're on the homepage, your shows are there, and then you scroll down to STIR. There's always a monthly focus and a weekly focus. There are 2 videos on there right now about how to use host rewards to book parties on virtual parties and also at cooking parties and outside. Be sure you watch those. We talk about all the same things, and some of the ideas, I watched them, some of the ideas are things I didn't even think of. So this training is there for you all the time, and whether or not you're going to do what those people that they have on those videos do, it might just spark some ideas that you can try. So Pampered Chef is bending over backwards to help us with our business. And yes, we help each other on our page and we have our meetings. We can talk, but really use those because they're so awesome. So,
Right, you gotta make it your own though. You gotta at least.
Right,
But they're
right.
such good ideas to start with.
okay. And, so I am going to do a little more recognition at the end. But I do also want to talk to you about the enrichables. Have any of you sold any yet?
No, but I have my test group going.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. And then other people have asked me to send them a sample because they might want to sign up. So
That's a really neat thing that you have going with that too. I really enjoyed you sharing that with us.
Yeah, that was nice.
yeah, she did a great job, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Right. And I've been giving them to my October hosts and just telling them to let me know. I have a host on Sunday who told me her doctor said she has to have more protein. So we'll probably try it at her party, just the protein and see how that works for her. Tonight, we are going to make a chocolate turtle skillet cake, which is part of a new kind of show that they have listed under marketing tools. I believe we're going to put the kale and fiber in it to see what it does. So the quick cooker chili that we're also going to make has 33 grams of protein. I don't think we need to add any more. And it has 6 grams of fiber. I mean, we could add it, but it's white chicken chili, and
Let's not have green chicken.
we're not going to have green chicken chili.
Please.
And so before we are going to come back to a little bit of recognition, where everyone is in sales, but I do want to talk about. Do you have it up on there? You want to hand it? If you paid attention to the past stirs, you may know there's something called the Power Tool Party, and I believe the Power Tool Party was done by my favorite executive director, which is Sharon Zellen. She is amazing what she does for other consultants. She is from New York, and not only have they developed this Power Tool Party, and you don't have to do it the way they have it, but they also, these are if you go onto marketing imagery and you go to Disney Pixar, I don't know why they're under that. These actual printouts are in there. They're 5 pages. So there's one called, well, I'll tell you what they say. A power tool party is a consultant-developed party theme where you focus on 2 to 4 power tools. Now, who can tell me what a power tool is? That's
Big one.
the quick cooker. Is that because it's plug-in?
No.
Okay.
It's because it's your big tool that you can do.
Blender.
Yeah. most of the
Blender is
stuff with.
one.
Even a lot of your pots and pans and things, that they're higher priced tools
Right.
that we go to, our
Yeah,
go-to
our go-to.
tools.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so why do we want to sell those? Who can answer that question?
Commission.
Yes, you want money.
Money.
All right, so here's the
Also,
thing.
because they do help in your cooking.
They do. Power tools help you. This is what I say at my shows. They help you get a meal on the table quickly and easily and healthfully, really, in a lot of cases. I had a lady at a show I just did who said, oh, I don't cook. I never have time. Well, if you can show people how these tools are going to help them have time, you're helping them. And And this is what a power tool is. Now, that being said, power tools are probably the best booking tools there are. If you can show somebody a 349 blender and they're all going, oh, that's so expensive, and you can say, well, if you just book a show, you can get it for $139 or free or half price, you are going to get bookings. And Pampered Chef has higher prices on some things, and that is one of the main benefits of it, is it helps us to book a show. I once had a party in Ada, which is a richer area in Grand Rapids. It was a $2,000 show. Everyone's order was $150 or more. But no one.
Are you there?
Yeah, no one booked a party from me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Connecting.
Hold on.
You're back.
Okay, it says my internet connection is unstable. How lovely. Okay, so I had a show in Ada, expensive area. A lot of people have a lot of money, and it was a $2,000 party. Every order was over $150. I don't know if that went into recording or not. But what I'm going to tell you is no one booked a party. And you know what? They said to me, oh, I don't need to book a party. I can buy whatever I want, whenever I want. And they said this.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
So, you know, you don't know who's at your parties. You don't know who's there who like really would love a really nice set of pots and pans and they can't afford $400. You don't know that. So we're helping people get things into their kitchen that maybe they couldn't afford. And Carla heard this story already. I had a show on Friday night. We went around the room talking about what our favorite products were, and this girl, first of all, she told me she never went to a Pampered Chef show. Second of all, she told me, oh, I have the mix and chop, the thing that chops hamburger. That's my favorite tool, except it's really hard to clean. And then we're all looking at her like, she goes, well, actually, it's not from Pampered Chef. It's a knockoff. And one of the other ladies at the party goes, well, I have the one from Pampered Chef, and it's really easy to clean. You should get that one. It's like, thank you for telling everyone. Why would you buy it? And then I proceeded to talk about how people say all the time at parties, oh, I bought this, and it just broke after 10 minutes or whatever. So, you know, there is a reason why our products are good. But I know you guys all know that, so we won't spend a lot of time on that. So to get back to this power tool party, it has directions on the first page. It has 3 recipes. We're not going to do the recipe that they have for the quick cooker. We're going to do a different one. But basically, I wanted to talk a little bit about using the blender at parties. I brought it to several parties, and I'm getting mixed feelings from people. So I did soup at one, and the host said, well, I thought it really was annoying to everyone to have to listen to that blender make soup. Everyone loved the soup, but you know, we did the soup as part of the party, and you have to shut up when it's making the noise. It doesn't do it all the time. I did another one where I did the hidden vegetable pasta, and we did that as part of the party, and my host was annoyed by that too. So I don't know, maybe it's just my host got annoyed. The one I did last Friday, we made peanut butter at the end of the party. So, you know, there's different ways to do this, and you just have to work with your host. I am doing it this weekend. We're making soup during the party, so I'll see how that comes out. This suggestion on here is before the party, prepare the dip and cake as guests arrive. Use the heated wash setting on the deluxe cooking blender right before the party starts. So that means you have to get there early and make it. They're not going to see you make it, but they're going to see the result. So that is kind of a good idea when you're doing something like a dip. Carla pointed out the pineapple, the Dole Whip. I did that at a party, and I had to make 2 batches, and they loved it. So it just depends.
It'd be a nice dessert type thing that you
Yeah.
do at the end of the party, and it doesn't take too long. You're not going to make a lot of noise.
And that's going to be impressive. Yeah.
Right.
And doing the wash setting always is.
Always.
So, so we're going to and I know sometimes it's hard to hear, but there's not a lot of people here, so we're gonna I have things set up all over. We're gonna make the quick cooker white chicken chili. And while that's cooking, maybe we'll start with a cake, because the cake has to cook for 40 minutes in the oven. So in the recipes that this brings are the roasted red pepper and walnut dip, which we made, and we have it chilling. Turtle fudge skillet cake, which is devil's food cake covered with caramel and chocolate topping, and with sprinkled pecans over the top, and you bake it in the oven and put the topping on afterwards. Your face is like, ah! And then they have the quick cooker chicken cacciatore recipe, this is a consultant developed recipe, so the whole recipe is in here. And if you did use this at a party or even on a video, it uses 2 of our rubs. They use the rock crock to cook the pasta, and they make the pasta in, the rest of it all in the quick cooker with the chicken. So we're gonna make quick cooker white chicken chili. It's a lot quicker, and it's such a really good recipe that everybody loves. So, but on this Power Tool Party thing, they tell you exactly what tools to bring. They have grocery lists. So this is all on marketing imagery. Then they have all the recipes. So we're gonna do that. But what are you doing?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the one thing I want to tell about anyone who does a cooking party or even a virtual party where you demo a recipe, I highly suggest that you try the recipe at home first. And I know there's mixed feelings on our team about that, but I had the situation, okay, this quick cooker white chicken chili calls for flour as a thickening agent when you do the vegetables. What I did when I made it at home first, I didn't think it was thick enough. So I took some cornstarch and added it to the milk that you add at the end, and it thickened up a lot nicer, because I just don't like thin chili. Well, when I went to my party on Friday night, I brought cornstarch just because I thought, oh, I'll thicken it up again. Well, when I did the recipe at her house, I forgot to add the flour. And it's cooking, and I am thinking, oh crap, I didn't put the flour in, it's gonna be thinner than anything. But then I remembered I brought the cornstarch, so I just added that, and it turned out great. Everyone loved it. So there is a reason for doing recipes ahead of time, because you can tweak it to make it taste better. You can probably think of tools that maybe aren't listed on the Pampered Chef recipe. I always try to use as many tools as I can. You bring out the scoop loop. It doesn't this does not say to use a scoop loop, but if you bring it out, people are like, oh my God, I love it. It's almost Halloween. You can use this on pumpkin. So remember, there are things you can do just by trying it out.
Just feeling more comfortable while you're making the recipe, and it does make you feel more comfortable if you've already made it before.
True.
Right? When your first time,
Right.
your first time to do it in front of people, and because I've done that.
That's a
before.
good point. Yeah.
I've had to do that before. When things come up at the last minute, sometimes you have to do that, and it's really noticeable when you do that in front of people.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Yeah. So it's good to be confident in front of your consultants. So without further ado, I have my computer on a little rolling cart. We're gonna roll over to we're gonna get the turtle cake started. So we have to, I have a devil's food cake mix, and you just have to mix it up using the regular mix. And then we actually have a tablespoon of butter in the 12-inch skillet. And I don't know if any of you have that, but we're gonna actually cook the cake in the skillet, and then we're going to use the rock crock grill stone to put it on and put the chocolate over it when it's done. So we'll find out how this works. So we're gonna roll, first of all, I'll show you the skillet, and then why don't you guys go over there by the, so there's the 12-inch skillet on my stove. We're gonna actually have to turn it on and melt the butter, but we're gonna wait a second to do that. And we're going over here.
How long does it cook as a compared to the chicken shoulder?
That's why we're starting at first. 40 minutes. Okay, we're over here. For our red pepper, roasted red pepper and walnut, we actually, I actually had to roast the walnuts. So I did it on the sheet pan. So we're gonna put that away. We're done. All right. So hidden bananas. We've got the cake mix in here. We need a cup of water. I'm gonna add that. 3 eggs. So one of the things I talk about at parties when I crack eggs is don't crack your eggs on the edge of the bowl. Why? Does anybody know?
The shell will get in.
Shell goes in.
It breaks the shell wrong. I mean, it doesn't.
Right, so this sometimes is messy if you're not good at it, but I tap it on the countertop and crack it in. Go ahead, try it.
I always crack it on the edge of the bowl.
I do too.
Well, I crack them
I
on each
learned that.
other until I'm down to one, and then I crack it on the countertop. But
All
because
right.
you can do it on each other, and it does the same
There you
effect.
go. Want to do one more? And we also need 1/3 of a cup of oil. Carla's nicely stirring that. So we're just making the actual. A lot of it went on the floor.
Nobody saw that. Don't walk there.
So if I was at a party and that happened, I'd say I am the camera chef. Not perfect chef. Feel like, you really shined up my floor nicely with that oil.
My hand too.
Yeah. Oh, here.
It's all over this. It's the minute I touch it again.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we are gonna add a whole package of kale and fiber. So we're gonna get our fiber tonight. Here we go. Probably should put it under the dry.
That's pretty.
Here we go.
This is so pretty. It's like
Yes.
Christmas in a bowl.
But look, it's mixing right in and you're not even seeing it.
Yeah, my Christmas is gone.
And my suggestion to you, if you really want to sell these, you're gonna, here, I'll do it for a while. You're gonna really have to use them and see what benefits there are to your family. Obviously, if you can put fiber in your desserts, that would be really great. So we've got it mixed up. You can't even tell there's any fiber in there. All right, and we're gonna turn on this pan and melt the butter. Which is already soft anyway. Bonnie, any comments? No?
No, did it turn green?
No.
No, it's not. Nope, not at all.
Okay.
So that's what I have read that a lot of people are putting it into chocolate or to something like spaghetti sauce where it's, because we did do it last month in the tomato soup and it
And
did,
it did turn a little green.
it turned it darker red
Yes,
though.
yeah.
So here it is. You can't even tell it's there.
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
First put it in, you could see the green on top, and it just mixed right in, and you can't even see any green anymore.
You can't on the side.
On the side, yeah.
I'm gonna just stir this up. I don't know how much we have to beat it. It actually,
Get down in this corner too. Doesn't look like I'm down there.
got some dry stuff.
Yep.
Oh, you guys get to see our muscles. That's exciting. Okay. So, according to the recipe, we melt I'm gonna turn on the oven. Can you read this recipe? Somebody just tell me what do we have to set the oven?
Oven to 350.
350?
Yep.
That works. So what we're gonna do. I guess the butter in here is, right? Said butter, melt the butter.
Yeah.
Touching the pan to cook the bottom.
Okay, I
Then
did that.
gently pour the batter over the bottom,
Okay,
spreading it evenly.
I'm gonna bring the pan over.
Or do you want to push that over?
We'll just leave it now. We'll leave it here because we're gonna have to put it right in this oven anyway. So I'm just going to, yes. So obviously, when you have the skillet like this, you're not gonna use the, you're not gonna use the handle in the oven. So we're gonna. So if you were doing this at a party, you would have this step done before your guests got there. You would have this cake in the oven because the finishing of the cake is the part that you want them to see. They don't need to see how you mix up a cake. I don't think. So we're just evenly spreading this in here. Okay. So we aren't doing this exactly like the power thing, but you guys got the idea. So here it is. As soon as actually I'm gonna put it on. I have a heat, a rapid heat I'm gonna do just because we didn't think about this ahead of time. So. Why are you laughing at me?
Not us.
All right, we're gonna heat up the oven. Actually, I'll have one of my two Vannas over here do it. When we're ready, when it's time to put it in, I'm just gonna have you put it on that shelf. Okay. And then we'll use the handle. Here's the handle.
There it was.
When we take it out. Yeah. All right. So, because when we take it out, we'll probably put it right here. All right. We're going to roll over. You get to see me. And would you, I was going to think we can show our hummus that we did, which would be out while your people came.
The dip?
The dip. Yeah. So. Oh, Carla's. Oh, okay, Carla. You got it. You can do it.
Nope.
Okay. We can just. Here is a roasted red pepper dip that we made, and it was kind of thin. I'm not sure if I quite got enough. Or I got maybe too much of the peppers.
Oh, right.
But it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really got a.
Yeah.
It's actually better
It
now.
tastes
that
a
it's
little bit
colder.
better chilled
Yeah.
than when it first comes out and it's kind of lukewarm.
It actually, you taste the walnuts less.
I haven't tried it yet.
No, it's got a little bite to it too.
Yeah, I would eat that.
Yeah. Plus, it's healthy. Walnuts are the best thing for your heart and everything else.
No, it does have a little bite, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the red pepper.
It's almost in the end, I just got it.
Okay. Now I'm just going to move out this way. What we're going to do now is the quick cooker, and then we're going to do this chili.
Right.
Okay, so
Hey, Carol,
yeah,
I have a question about the kale.
yes.
So have you had any customers that said that the kale kept them up at night because of the chicory root?
No, actually, I haven't, and actually, they absolutely. Pampered Chef has commented on that. There is no caffeine in chicory root,
Right.
but I haven't had.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, absolutely not. So that's their own little.
Yeah.
Chicory root is just fiber, that's all it is. The only thing that might keep them up is maybe they're gassy, I don't know. If you don't
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing you have to tell people, because if you're a person who doesn't eat a lot of fiber, and you suddenly add a ton of fiber, you're gonna have a few intestinal things. So you might want to suggest to people to try a little bit at a time. If you put it in the whole cake and you eat the whole cake, you're gonna get all that fiber. But if you just have one piece, it's not gonna be that much.
But even if you don't put it in the whole cake and you eat the whole cake, it's gonna do something to your digestive system. It's gonna keep you up all night. You cannot blame our fiber. For real.
That is true.
All right. So for this chicken chili, we need, I'm gonna actually have you guys come on over.
Okay.
We need the red pepper,
Green pepper.
green pepper. You know, and I don't like green pepper that much, but I really like it in this recipe. So obviously, my nemesis, the scoop glue, they don't call for it here. It says cut off the tops of the bell pepper, jalapeno and remove the seeds and veins. Two tools that you can show people. This one and this one, or you can use this to remove it on the small one. You definitely want to show them how to do that. So I'm gonna have one of you ladies come over because I'm gonna go grab the chicken. And scoop out the, see, and it'll only be like your hands. See how it is? No one has to even know who you are.
Wow.
Very nice. People, and if you have people do this at a show, they're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I actually had a party where the lady at the last party bought it, and she went on and on about how much she loved it.
Yeah.
So for this, you just need, what we're gonna do is we're using the manual food processor. So I always tell people, you know, the manual food processor is Manuel, your personal sous chef. And that when you put stuff in here, you want to chunk it. So because you've got the pepper, you know, already kind of cut up, and just chunk it into a couple chunks. And then I always tell people don't throw it all in at one time. If you, and obviously if you do this online, this would be a great recipe to do online. You could have a lot of the stuff ready. Army live, I guess I should say. But if you're at a party, I always make sure that the manual food processor goes all the way around the table. I make sure I'm there and everybody gets to try it. And if they're sitting down, it's harder.
Right.
So I tell them to stand up. They're having trouble. So we can chop that up, and you want to chunk up the rest of this and put that in. Carla, I'll put you in charge of this unless you don't want to. Okay. All right.
No, I have this, but I have never used it. I just got it. So
Okay.
I mean, it's,
I found it best, it's the best tool in the world for strawberries and for potato skins, to clean the potato out, to make potato
To get
skins.
the,
Because,
oh,
oh my goodness, does it work perfect to get the
Oh.
potato out, the raw potato. It's very hard to get it. That thing is,
okay.
also works great for the tops of tomatoes. And then people always ask me about this part. What do you use this for? Well, it's a melon baller. I honestly have never used it as a melon baller. I don't say that. But I've used it in zucchini. I've used it in cucumbers, because if you have seeds in cucumbers, they do make you also gassy, like our pepper. So you can take them out.
that is what I use for my potatoes, that side of it.
No one can see it. Okay, Carla's going to take care of the jalapeno.
I'm just doing the top and the.
And then you've got to strip the skins out. And we're gonna grab it. Oh, so we can put this up. That's pretty good. All right, throw it in the quick cooker.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're ready. We also need onion. Oh, I would use the other end.
Well, I did, but it wasn't coming out right.
Oh, okay. And make sure you wash your hands when you're done.
I will. I did before too.
That thing could hurt you though, the melon baller part.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't yourself.
Oh, well,
Okay, all right, so we're gonna chunk this. And I always tell people that the seeds are hotter, that's why you go out. We're gonna add this. Now, if you really want to extend what you're doing, you could also just chop those up in the fruit cup. And to show them how teeny you can make it. We're gonna leave them a little bit big. All right, so right now we have the jalapeno, and now we need to add the onion. Ooh, good. Our oven is ready. We're gonna chunk up the onion and add that. So this is just like a bunch of vegetables that we're gonna start in our pan. Carla, would you do that? And I'm gonna plug in. Well, let's see. We've got a couple.
Yep.
Got a couple big pieces.
Chunks in there.
Go ahead, you want. Yep. All right.
Just left all right in there.
So are you, one question, because you're only our participant, are you seeing things and it's not too loud and things like that?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good. Just, you're our trial person here. So I do want to mention, if you're doing a party, I would have all this stuff sitting out ready to go by the time all the people got there. You don't want to be doing all this. I mean, you want to do this, but you don't want to be doing all of it while the party is, while everyone is arriving. You want to have it done ahead of time. So we're going to take this out. And we have a lot of nice stuff in here. And I have the quick cooker on. And we have to saute the oil for 3 minutes. So it's counting down. It's at 19. So we're going to sear the vegetables. And then we're going to add the flour, which I forgot last time. And we're going to toss the flour around. It says 2 tablespoons. I'm going to suggest 3, just because that happened with mine. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to add the chicken. Well, the chicken's ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to saute all the vegetables. Then we're going to add, and we're going to add garlic at that time and salt. Then once they cook and stir for 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to add the flour. And when that, after you cook, you just coat it with the flour, and then you add the chicken, the broth, the corn, and the seasoning mix, which is a Southwest seasoning. So the corn is frozen, and I got it out ahead of time because when I made this with Tom and I didn't think the corn was done. Okay. So the corn is ready to go in, and the Easy Read calendar, you show that. We're going to use it again for the beans later because the beans go in after it's done. But we will need the chicken broth opened. We always try to use this can opener. And here's my little hint for shows. If you are going to use chicken broth, either tell your host to get cans so you can show this, or with the beans, we do have 1 can of beans, or bring a can. So who would like to try it today? But you've been stuck doing it at every one of our last parties, at our last meetings. We'll have Carla do it. Okay.
I was going to mention too, we didn't already, but this little tool here and this little tool here are really good this time of year to suggest for pumpkin cleaning. It's jack-o'-lantern season.
Yeah.
So those are really, really good for that.
Yeah, that's very good.
And that's not all the way off. I always get a can that does that because I get one side that just doesn't want to come all the way through.
No, I just,
Oh, okay.
it's good.
Okay.
I started it. So it still says 26. I did that, but.
Do you want the other one open too?
Still,
Well, I will get it for 5
yes,
minutes.
do open it. Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah.
So,
I always do
That
it
one's
for the
open.
ones that are open.
okay, so that one's ready. And you can use cilantro as a garnish. Thank you for completing my thoughts. If you bring the herb mill and you have somebody that arrives early, you can have them use the herb stripper and just have it all ready to go. And that's what we're gonna do. You also can use some green onion as a garnish, and we are gonna need some salt and garlic. Actually, why don't we just squeeze the garlic into here? Because as soon as that it's down, it's ready to go. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and put this right
Do you
in.
want to just,
I'll just put it in. And then you guys can add it into the quick cooker.
The garlic?
Yeah, we need 2 cloves of garlic squeezed into the
Quick cooker?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah. Well, wait, let me put this in first, because you don't want the garlic to be.
I'm doing 3 garlic.
Oh, good point. Yeah. We can cook it however we want.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like garlic.
All right.
probably not as much as Judy, but
No, definitely not.
No, Judy's a garlic lover. Okay. And we also need some salt. We need 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna let Brandy do the, wow, you're doing
what, am I not supposed to?
1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay.
You said to put it in there.
No, I know, you just look like you were having difficulties.
No, she's flying
All
through it.
right, all right.
Okay, there's our salt.
And we want to cook and stir that for 2 to 3 minutes.
Salt and garlic.
Yeah, and the veggies, till they're soft.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna clean this so we can do that. Did you get all the oil off your hands?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got my fan on. You guys get to look at the wall, please.
We're gonna stir it.
Yeah, go ahead and stir it. No, just pick just one of the,
I like those rolls.
yeah, one of those. Yeah. Now you can't see this, but the beans are supposed to be rinsed for this recipe, so we're gonna put them in where the corn was and rinse them in the sink. And I don't always have to rinse beans, but it does help with some of the things that come from beans. We got, there was 16 ones been on there, so are they softened yet, or do you think they still need? So we're gonna cook it a little longer. And then when we're ready, we're gonna just toss some flour in. Wait, buy my thing that I just finished. I was making my coffee. All right, Bonnie, any comments? Have you made this yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. You won't be able to taste it, but it's really good. It's worth doing a show. And I do want to say one thing that happened with me. Tom, I wanted to make this before my party, which was on Friday. So on Thursday, one day before, I had all the ingredients, and Tom called me and goes, you know, I'm gonna be, in a half hour, I'm gonna be going by our house. Can we eat by then? So I did this whole recipe in 30 minutes, and it was ready when he walked in the door. So that's a good thing to share with people, that if you're in a hurry, you can throw it together in 30 minutes. What are you looking at? Oh, you're bringing in
How long is this supposed to cook for?
about 3.
I think 3 minutes.
Yeah, so now we need, I would put 3 tablespoons of flour. Just dump it in there and stir it.
Press cancel, then add the flour.
Oh, okay, press cancel. There we go. Okay.
Add the flour, stir to coat. Then it is add the chicken, broth, corn, and seasoning. Okay. Lock the lid, select speed stop. Just a timer for 8 minutes, and that's done.
It says 2 cups of chicken broth, so if you're using a can, you gotta add a little water to it to make it 2 cups. All right, so she's stirring the flour in.
And then chicken, broth, corn, and seasoning.
Okay. Oh, that is pretty good.
The dripping.
Okay, I'm adding the chicken in the Easy Read measuring calendar. The corn,
The corn.
whatever it is, something.
I'm just gonna keep correcting her all night.
You just go right ahead. We're going to, I'm gonna do all 4 of them.
The chicken, the corn, the broth, and the seasoning.
Okay.
I'll go in now.
Here, you can go ahead and put the broth in. And then, because I'm trying to find my, so I've got the chicken breast. Now you put up, these are really thin ones, but you could, if you had really thick ones, show the close and cut. If you do that, you'll sell one.
Did you count those?
No, those are like the real expensive. All right, we need the seasoning. Just one? Yep, go ahead and sprinkle it all over everything. That's all?
Just sprinkle? You want me to measure?
No, measure it. And do you know,
I do.
do you know that the cover is 1 tablespoon?
I do.
You can use this cover.
Really?
Yeah. Anybody who did a freezer meal workshop would know that. And then just sprinkle it all over the whole recipe in there. I don't even think you have to stir it.
I don't advertise that to my people though.
Yeah, I usually like to show
I want
them.
them to buy the measuring.
Right, true, good point.
When they're at home. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so once you add all those ingredients, then we have everything inside here. We're just gonna put the cover on. And we are going to put, what do we have to do? Put it to poultry,
8 minutes of soup stock
soup and stock,
and 8 minutes.
which comes out at 30. We're gonna reduce the time to 8. And start. We want to make sure everything's lined up. This is depressed here, so we want to make sure we tell people that they all have to be together. I'm going to hit start.
Yeah, that's not how this works.
Yeah, and then the other parts that we have, welcome back to my messy counter. The other things that we need for garnish, we definitely need cheese.
Definitely need cheese.
Well, yeah, when it's Carla, for sure you need cheese. The cheese, they're actually drained. I rinsed them off. I'm just gonna have somebody grate some cheese right here. And that's been sitting out for a while, so it may be a little bit annoying. Dry. I would have done more after that. Okay. Randy's been, you see? Oh yeah. You do it.
You do as much of that, you probably do all of that cheese. Seriously, it calls for, you put about a half a cup in, and then you put the rest in. For our skillet cake, which is still only has 16 minutes left, we need to chop these. So I'm gonna have you do it with a chopper. Right in a little base. Those are pecans. Up top. It's coarse chop. You have a bowl or something. Yeah. Here. Getting back to the, this is a multiple thing. So this would be, if you were doing this all by yourself at a party, have a lot of it done forever. I would have a lot of it done. We're using caramel sauce. Now, if I was really smart, I would have made the homemade caramel sauce in the blender, but I didn't. That would have probably been a good idea. We just have some semi-sweet chocolate chunks. We needed 4 ounces, and we're using half of this jar of caramel sauce. And the rest we're drizzling on the top. That's part of the topping of the cake. Yeah, it'll be good. You put the cheese in, and you put the cheese on top.
More of that?
Yes. Bunny, you're our audience, so any questions?
No, you're doing great.
Okay, and I'm taking a green onion as a garnish. So you can have that. Oh, that's why I don't do it till the end, and I tell people that.
Thank you. You're welcome. She's so nice to me.
The one thing that I will tell, I actually was at a party where the person that was sitting next to where I was doing my demo, it was an older lady. She had bought this, and she said, I didn't know how to open it, and I grated all my cheese with it like this.
Oh my goodness.
Sure, before I left, I said, here it is. Here's how you do it. And she was like so happy to know. So if you sell something that can be tricky, it's really a nice thing to show people how to use it.
Yeah, I always, whenever they want to know anything about any product, I make sure that, and I like to give them a recipe for a lot of it. I mean, even if I'm not the one that sold them to it, they say, well, I have this at home, but I've never really used it. I'm like, well, I can show you.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I've had at my last show that I did, people asked me about certain things. I mean, shoot, I messaged Carol, I think, a bunch of times during each of them because people had questions.
It's really nice then get their email address and then you can send them recipes and include them on your contact list.
Yeah.
Because when they see that you're going to help them, when they didn't buy from you yet, you're who they'll go to next.
Well, the lady that ordered yesterday, the one that I got at the very first vendor show.
Oh,
And
awesome.
so she had been saying that, she's gonna organize whatever. And yeah, she had, I
That's
didn't
great.
put it in as a party because it wasn't enough to qualify it. But she ordered 4 brownie pans, like 4 of the teal spatulas, and there's a lot of people do that because they have some that's Christmas gifts.
This is the time of year. Yeah, this is the time of year where people buy multiple things.
Yeah, and then I think it was, well, no, because her order, I said, well, how much of this order is yours? Because I was going to try and get it to that $200 so that she could get stuff. And she said, it's only $35. So the rest of it was like friends. So I kind of giggled about that. But yeah, I've been waiting since July, August. Wow. For her to order.
It would have helped.
Yeah.
One of the perks of being a director, it's kind of a perk, is that if there is an online order that people do through pamperchef.com, we used to get all the sales as commissionable sales. We don't anymore. They use that money. If someone orders on Pampered Chef and they don't say they want to order with a consultant, we don't get it. We get their information, so we can have them do a future order. But every once in a while, there's people who say, I absolutely want to be ordered with a consultant, and they give it to the director.
Yeah,
So-
if you get an email from Pampered Chef, it looks like it comes right from the company, and it says, this person wanted to connect with you, it's a scam.
Yeah, I've gotten 2 of those.
If you do, if
I
if you
actually
guys
have
who
one
are
send me.
directors, yes.
I had one of them send me a check
Oh dear.
years ago, when I first started. They were gonna put in this order, and we're gonna send you this check, and they sent me a check for the order, and it was like $15,000, and the order was $300. And they wanted me to send them the balance. Yeah, no.
Right.
Can you say scam?
Yeah.
A Pampered Chef really works hard to get those done, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
very,
you ever have any
you have to
doubt,
watch, yeah.
watch, look at
Yeah.
the English, but
That's the thing, because it was the same email that somebody else had posted about.
Right, right.
It's
So
like word for
on
word.
our team page, that's why we have a team page, that's
Smell
why.
that. It smells really good.
I know, it smells really good. Yeah. And here's the.
Sorry, but you can't smell it.
It smells so, I do have the cake tester release.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say is, I got an order last month from a gentleman. Now, you would have thought it was a scam. He ordered 13 2-quart micro cookers. So I looked the guy up, I Googled him, and actually I got permission for it. So I Googled him, and he lives in the Grand Rapids area, and I called him, and he's 80 years old. And he said, my wife and I love these micro cookers. And we have 13 grandchildren.
Oh, that is
We're gonna have a micro cooker, so you just never
Yeah.
know. And then
Yeah.
and then he called me, because I gave him my number, because they only got 1 box, and then they only had 3 of them in it. So then he said, well, my wife's gonna sell some more of those, so I'll be calling you back.
Oh, that's great, that's great.
Never know, just
Yeah,
be nice
yeah.
to somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
Funny.
Wow.
Okay, and our quick cooker isn't up to, it's close. And once it's up, it's gonna, and how much should we have on this? 9 minutes? So,
I'm so excited for the child.
all right. So what we did, we have this in here, but I'm not gonna put it in the micro cooker until we chip the cake out and do the whole thing. Okay. So, now, I love the big pan, and that's a really great thing to show, but if you don't want to take all this time, you could do, which always sells Rock Crocs, the lava cake.
Mhm.
I mean, this, we'll let you know if it's worth doing this cake, because I think it's gonna be really good. So, we have all our garnishes here. This, you do take the chicken out afterwards and chop it up, and whenever you show the salad choppers, people are gonna buy them. So we have some cilantro in our herb mill, we have some green onions, we have some cheese, but when the chicken, after we take the chicken out, you actually add the chicken beans, milk, and almost a cup of cheese to the pot, or a little more, depending on the gravel. Or a little more. Okay, so what we're doing a lot of waiting. I'm gonna do a little more recognition. And maybe we'll do our drawings for attending. Okay, Bunny is attending, so she's in there. Carla, you're attending. And Brandy's attending, so I already have 5 in there. Okay. All right.
You already have 5 in there for Bunny too, right? Or 6?
Bunny bought 6, so Bunny has some in there. So we'll do this first, because I don't see anyone else on this. You gotta be part of our meetings and participate in this. Or you do the dash screen. I'd get Tom back up here, but Okay, so today our choices are, I have the
meat shredders.
the quick shred. I have one of each of the
Meal starters.
Thank you, Vanna.
taco warmer,
This is the fluted cake pan for the quick cooker.
Woohoo!
Ooh, and the baskets, the steamer baskets for the quick
by the way,
cooker.
buddy, if you win, you have to come and get them. No.
Okay.
It's a hard decision here, I can tell you that.
All right, so I'm gonna shake these up. Probably none of you want to do this. I call them. I got one in my hand. Bunny,
Come and get
Oh my goodness.
congratulations. What do you want to win? What do you want of those choices? They're gonna come back next month if you don't get it this month.
Okay.
um,
How about the steamer baskets?
steamer
Okay.
baskets.
That is a good choice because that new recipe for the Oktoberfest. Oh,
Yum, yum,
you
yum.
need these.
Did we ever confirm whether or not these tools can be used in the Instant Pot?
Yes,
They can.
they can. And I found that out from a customer who's had her Instapot right at the house.
Yeah.
And she tried every single one of these new things in it.
Perfect, okay,
So people are buying them
okay.
and they're using them in an Instapot.
Okay.
I wouldn't like,
Well, we are supposed to tell voids the warranties, right?
yeah, you can tell them that.
Yeah.
The warranty on what? Ours or the,
Yeah, right.
yeah. You can tell them, but you know,
They don't, yeah.
that's a
nobody
1-year
said
warranty.
Yeah.
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 When we did that recipe last time, my boyfriend thought it looked really good and I would like to make it. But I can't because I don't have the product to do it, so.
Yeah. So
But I
it's
have
worth
my
it.
Instant Pot, so. Get all the rest of the stuff and then.
Then someday get the quick cooker because, you know what, I have to tell you, I have been at so many parties where people say, well, I have the quick cook or the Instant Pot and I've never gotten it out of the box.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no,
very,
I've used it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
it's very common.
that's the thing that is,
That's one of the
crappy
biggest
about me
selling
working.
points for the quick cooker though, is that it comes with.
With you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down while we're still, we've got how many minutes for, oh, we're good, yeah, okay. And we have time,
Yeah.
I think it's going. All right, so I'm gonna talk about our teen sales for this month,
September.
for September. I can't talk about October yet, because that's where I got 7. But anyway, so number 1 on our team in the month of September was Leah Lucas with
Wow.
1,875.
Good job, Leah.
Wow.
She had 3, they were all catalog shows, 2 bookings. So I always like to see bookings. And in your mind, if you're at a show, and I know some of you have heard me say this, no matter what kind of show it is, catalog show, virtual show, cooking show, if you can plan to get 2 bookings and you can tell your host, do you know that you're gonna get something for 50% off if you get somebody to book a show? If your host can get people, they can talk to them and say, hey, book a show for me. So that's, you know, and I do like to, if you can get 2 from every show and every 4 shows get another consultant added to your team, that is really a great thing. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Number 2 on our team was Bunny Porter.
Yay, Bunny.
Bunny had 1,558.20. Awesome
Wow,
job, you
great
guys.
job, Bunny.
You pulled our team through. And and Bunny had 2, well, were they all catalog shows, Bunny? One was a fundraiser, wasn't it?
Fundraiser, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then 2, they were virtual.
Mhm.
And Bunny had 3 bookings, so
Wow.
awesome.
Great
Awesome,
job.
Bunny. And a recruit as well.
Yes, way to go.
she had Linda, so, and then the month before she had Johanna. So hopefully the two of you are out there. We welcome you to our team. We'd like to meet you, but we'll do that next month, ladies. Number 3 on our team was Carla Bergman.
Woohoo!
She was over that 750 mark. She had 754.75. So nice job, Carla. Right behind her at the very end of the month was Angela Knapp. Welcome back, Angela.
Yay, Angela.
Glad to see. And oh, by the way, Carla had 1 catalog show and 1 booking. And Angela had 1 catalog show, no bookings. But at least she's back in the game, and hopefully we'll see more of you in the coming months. 5th on the team is Pat DeBoer. She had $325.60. Good job, Pat. Pat is on Carla's team. So because Pat submitted, Carla promoted to senior consultant.
Thank you, Pat.
Nice. Whenever you have one person of your team that submits green, then you promote, which means
If you submit as well.
yeah, you have to submit
Yes.
yourself. So 1%, you get an extra 1% added to your sales. And
Thank you, Pat.
for them and for you.
For just that month, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or if the next month it
Well,
goes, yeah.
Okay.
If you
You
still
have to do it every month.
But it does help you make a little more money.
Yeah.
6 on our team was Michelle Bellaguardia. Michelle had 204.40. And she hasn't
I
been,
haven't seen her in forever.
no, she's been babysitting on Monday. So I think she's gonna be done with that, or I think she is done with that. So hopefully we can
Come back and see us,
share
Michelle.
that. Number 7 on our team was Jan Salas with 197.
Yay, Jan.
Hey, Jan.
She was green, and she had 1 show, and she just had 1. Oh, I guess she didn't have a show, she had an order. So, sorry, no show, but $197 order is great.
Something speaking of us.
Johanna,
Or
we'll
maybe against the
give
cake.
it a second. We'll just do Johanna and Brandy. Johanna, submitted her first sales, her show, she had a show, but it wasn't a qualified show, but she had 121.80.
Oh, that's a good
So-
start.
Good start, Johanna. We're
Good
looking
start.
forward to seeing you do some more stuff. And last on our team in sales was Brandy, number 9. Yay, Brandy!
Hey.
Star. It's a star.
You
I
know.
made something. Never did know.
But I want you to know that we beat last month by $50. So if you wouldn't have submitted
That's right.
$66.50, we
Thank
wouldn't
you.
have beat
There we go.
last year.
Yeah.
So, okay, and I'll give you everyone's grand total in sales as soon as we get the cake out together. We're gonna do that.
Yay.
So we're gonna roll this over. I'm thinking, oh, I think I'm gonna take that off. Oh. Not here. Not here. All right, we've got the cake here.
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh my goodness. Can you see it? Okay, yeah. I'll bring it over. Obviously no handle. What's nice about this cake is it just kind of sitting in here. So we're gonna set it right here. Oops. Throw the ball
Show it
out
at
of
me.
control.
Yeah.
Always remember to turn off your oven. There you go. We're gonna cut. Cancel. There, we're done. I know, I tell you. So we're gonna test it, just be sure. Oop, cake tester says it's done.
Yay.
It says to loosen the cake, but honestly, it's not even close to the side.
That's great. Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
Oh, I love it.
Whoa.
So you can hit, well, first we're gonna get this out. So we're going to, I might need help.
You want the candle for now or not?
The what?
The candle.
Yeah, that might really help. We're going to put this, we're using a pizza stone because I don't have a platter this big. And we're going to, let's see.
Well, you do the handle and the handle on the other side, right there, and then flip them.
Yeah, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Whoa! Yeah.
Yay, good job.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
See it?
That's gorgeous.
It stuck a little to the bottom, but
That's
yes,
very
well. Now, we're going to melt this in the microwave for like 30 seconds. 30 to 60, so we'll do 30 at a time. Ask Carol at 1:30 rings, you want to stir it?
I would love to.
All right. Thank you. No licking. All right, so this is done, and let's see. We're just gonna press cancel and release the steam. Oh, sorry. We're releasing the steam right into my pan. Good. You guys smell that?
Yeah, it smells great.
Yeah, I have the new interactive computer, so you can actually smell. As this little red button goes down, I'm gonna have Brandy take out the chicken and put it in there, and we'll chop it. The chicken has to be chopped. Yep. Right there. Gotta wait. Gotta be safe. Bunny, you've been very participatory.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
it's done, so hands up.
Yep. And we're gonna take that off. And I always put this upright somewhere just because. All right, it's still, okay, and we also need milk. So I want milk very hard. What's milk? Where are you? Oh, it's over here. So we are going to add.
This is going over the cake.
Can you see? I don't know. There.
Oh my goodness, that looks good.
I am going to let you have one of my favorite tools, this little small spreader. And over here, I am dumping the Great Northern beans into the soup. We're adding. Oh, that almost looks like the. Here, I'll take that from you.
No, you don't need to.
Oh, she wants some. I'm also.
She's stealing my bowl from
Over
me.
here, I'm adding a cup of cheese. And we also added the beans. Oh, this is actually a lot thicker. 3 tablespoons. Oh, and we need milk. Cup of milk. And whoa, all the chicken. Wow, you did a great job. Just go ahead and dump it in if you want. Oh, okay. It calls for 2% milk. I don't really know why, but I think maybe it's a little thicker than a cream.
Yeah.
But I have it. Okay, so good. Go ahead and stir. Oh, all right.
All right, we need to get the pecans and then the caramel drizzle.
Okay, I'm gonna sprinkle the pecans over, which of course the turtle candy has pecans and caramel.
Are we putting the lid back on this?
No, we're done. That's all you have to do. It's so easy to cook and do. All right, so I don't know if I'm, well, we've got little pieces that are falling all over my stove, but that's okay. And then the very last thing is we're gonna drizzle caramel right out of the bottle. Maybe you could use a chocolate drizzler for this, but I'm not going to.
No, we want it thicker than chocolate.
Wow, that looks good.
I know, I think this, do you have the 12-inch skillet?
For anybody. Yeah, me too. We'll let you know.
No, when I mail you your baskets, I'll put a piece inside. Maybe. All right, so let's use the rest of the caramel, so. And this is also a great dessert to serve with ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Or whipped cream, make homemade whipped
you
cream.
could make whipped cream too, but I think ice cream is gonna do it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm now gonna roll you over closer to the soup. So you can, yeah, you could sell the ice cream maker. Here's the soup.
Now, you didn't have to cook it with the beans in it at all?
No, you just put the beans in it and you're done. So this is such an easy recipe. Just to
Wow.
show you, this is kind of what it looks like.
Wow, yum.
And it's white, so that's why, I guess you could, there is green in here, you could have added the,
It would make it really green.
yeah,
Yeah.
Eating it.
yeah. Well, it's surprisingly tasty. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this is taking a long time. I'm gonna just go over one more thing and then we're gonna eat the food. And But I do want to honor all the people on our team with their career sales, because I think it's good to know how much money you can make at this business. So, number one on our team is Leah Lucas, surprisingly. Her career sales, $32,224.93.
She's uncatchable.
Good job, Leah.
Somebody can catch her, and guess who's right behind her?
Bunny?
Well, no, you, Carla.
Wow.
You're 23.
Carla.
633
Is
is
nowhere near 30.
34.
Yay.
1,000 over me.
So you're two on our team. Actually, really impressive to me is Bunny. Bunny, you're number
We
3.
have really.
You have been a consultant
Yeah.
for 1 year, and you have
That's fantastic.
$18,004.81. That is amazing.
I mean, my
Amazing.
20,000 took me 4.5 years, so that's really.
You can do whatever you want to do in this business. You just have to. You got to work it.
Yeah,
So-
depends on what you want.
All right. Fourth on our team is Renee Nip. She is still knocking on the door at 15,000. She has 14,044.35.
She is so
Oh,
close.
so close. Yeah.
Yes, and you get a 2% raise.
It makes a difference.
Fifth on the team is Jan Salas, who once told me she wasn't going to get over 10,000, but she's
Yay, Jan.
29.04. And Jan this month is down in Georgia, so I hope, Jan, if you do watch this, you enjoy hearing your name. Number 6 on our team is Brandy.
Really?
Yes, and I will explain, but Brandy's only been a consultant for 7 months. Brandy, you have 1,770.
Yay.
This is, all these totals are as of September 30th, not now, because some people have sales already.
Yeah.
Just so you know, but here's why that happens. If you let your sales lapse, then you start all over.
Right.
So
Right.
you lose your career sales. So you have kept yours, so you get kudos for that.
Yes, we do.
And so you are actually 5th on our team.
Good job, Brandy.
Thank
6th on our team, or 7th on our team is Angela with 352. 8th is Pat DeBoer with 325. 9th is Michelle with 204. So all those guys are starting over.
Yeah.
And 10th on the team is Beth Gates, who a lot of you guys don't see, but she usually comes to our Christmas party.
Yeah.
She's at 202. So
Even if there's a way to come back. Yeah.
congratulations, everyone.
Definitely.
I always encourage you not to lose your career sales, but that's really a personal, it just sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
So,
But to lose them and still stay with it, way to go. I mean, that's big.
so this is a big month. There are lots of reasons to book shows, hold shows, we have our enrichables. And understand the enrichables could actually earn you money every month if you sell subscriptions.
Yeah.
So if you had 3 subscriptions for $49, well, you need more than 3 because we get $43 in commission for them. But you're almost at, green for the month.
Yeah.
So just, share your ideas on how to use them, but you get them yourself, get a packet of them, try them. We'll let you know how the cake is with the green inside.
It smells so good.
That's cool. I never thought of that with the enrichables, Carol.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
It is.
Yeah.
So, and there is a whole page of facts, and you can get to this. It's huge. It's like 7 pages about the enrichables. You have to get through it through Dash. A lot of our things you have to find through Dash. So,
Right.
go for it. Share, and I encourage all of you guys to keep sharing on our page any great aha moments you have or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're all on the team, and thank you for participating, Bunny. And
Thank you,
anybody else who
Bunny.
watches this, I'll post this later tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks. And we're gonna eat the food now, and sorry you can't eat it, but we'll let you know how it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good
See you
evening.
later.
Bye.
Bye.